Get ready for the action because Lando Norris has made a huge statement. He admitted he is planning to drive a Formula E car after expressing some frustration with Formula One. We dive into what this means for the future of motorsport and why this move is shaking up the racing world right now. Break down what happened and the immediate fallout from this high-stakes incident. Finally, Lando Norris lays down his blueprint for fixing Formula One racing forever. He outlines exactly how returning to go-karting principles could revolutionize the sport, and we look at the bigger picture for the next 5 years. Don't miss the full breakdown. Tune in now. Formula One star Lando Norris has expressed a strong interest in competing in other racing series, specifically mentioning a desire to drive a Formula E car following recent criticism of the new generation of F1 regulations. During a visit to the Monaco E-Prix, Norris was visibly impressed by the electric racing scene. Speaking to the media, Norris praised Formula E, describing it as chaotic, unpredictable, and featuring top-class athletes. He noted that the level of drivers in Formula E is extremely high, stating that he would benefit from experiencing the cutting-edge electric racing machines. Norris confirmed he had previously discussed this aspiration with Formula E driver Jake Dennis and others in the paddock, emphasizing the value of learning from top-tier drivers in the electric category. Norris's comments follow his earlier outspoken criticism of the current F1 car designs, which utilize more prominent electrical power under the 2026 regulations. He has previously suggested that the new F1 cars are among the worst in history, though he described recent adjustments as a minor improvement. This sentiment aligns with rival Max Verstappen's view of the new F1 era as being akin to Formula E on steroids. Meanwhile, the Formula E Championship saw notable results on Sunday. Defending champion Oliver Rowland secured his first victory of the season. In other news, Aston Martin F1 reserve Felipe Drugovich achieved his first podium finish in Formula E. Rowland currently sits second in the Drivers' Championship, trailing Formula E veteran Mitch Evans, who is actively seeking his first title after being runner-up twice. Lando Norris has revealed the pivotal moment that transformed his racing career, pinpointing the McLaren Autosport BRDC award as the catalyst for his journey to Formula One stardom. In a new video released on the McLaren YouTube channel, Norris detailed how this award initiated his relationship with the walking team. The McLaren Autosport BRDC award, established in 1989 to recognize promising young UK racing drivers, is a highly prestigious accolade. Norris entered the 2016 edition at the age of 16, following in the footsteps of established drivers like Jenson Button and David Coulthard. Norris explained that winning the BRDC award was the starting point. Joining McLaren all started with winning the BRDC award, he stated. The award involved selecting the top drivers to compete, aiming to identify the next rising star in Britain. Winning the accolade not only involved driving a Formula One car for a day, but also securing a position as a fully paid simulator driver for McLaren. This initial success solidified his bond with the team. However, Norris emphasized that his time on the simulator proved crucial for building vital connections within the wider F1 team structure, while he progressed through junior categories. He subsequently joined the McLaren Driver Development Program in February 2017, where Zak Brown praised him as a fabulous prospect, leading to his debut in an F1 race weekend during the 2018 Belgian Grand Prix's FP1 session. The culmination of this journey came at the Autosport Awards in January 2026, where he received the inaugural Autosport Champion Award, recognizing his entire trajectory from winning the 2016 McLaren Autosport BRDC Award to achieving World Championship status. Reflecting on his career, Norris expressed deep gratitude towards the team. "I feel like I owe a lot back to McLaren," he said, expressing immense luck to have been given the opportunity to enter Formula One as a young driver, concluding that driving in Formula One is his ultimate responsibility. In a dramatic incident at the 2025 Canadian Grand Prix, Formula One action was interrupted by a significant on-track collision. According to reports from Sky Sports on Monday, May 18, 2026, the race saw Lando Norris crash after making contact with his teammate, Oscar Piastri. The collision occurred during the event, drawing immediate attention from the paddock and the global motorsport community. Details surrounding the circumstances of the crash and any resulting impact on the race proceedings are currently being detailed by the network. Viewers are encouraged to use the Chrome browser for the most accessible video playback of the footage. Formula One star Lando Norris has unveiled his vision for fundamentally improving the sport's racing product, advocating for a return to the core principles of go-karting. Norris voiced strong criticism regarding the current technical regulations, particularly the 50-50 power output split between the internal combustion engine and the battery systems, which he believes has deviated from the essence of pure racing. Norris stated that the current focus on battery power and active aerodynamics to compensate for engine grunt is not the ideal approach. He emphasized that true racing should prioritize driver skill, closer following distances, lighter cars, superior tires, and resilience to following, rather than relying on power systems to dictate performance. Having good racing is not necessarily having someone at 100% battery and having someone on zero. That's not how proper racing should be done, he explained. He proposed that a return to go-karting dynamics, where cars operate without dirty air or excessive downforce, but without the influence of complex ERS packs, would deliver the purest form of competition. Norris detailed a desire for racing that mirrors the early days of karting, featuring slipstreaming and close-quarters battles. While acknowledging the complexities of the business side of Formula One, Norris expressed optimism that the industry, involving manufacturers, is making progress. He concluded by noting that while the current situation is a yo-yo racing scenario, the goal is to balance the business aspects while enhancing the racing experience. Norris also credited the FIA for its efforts to improve the sport. Meanwhile, other F1 news highlights include discussions ahead of the Canadian Grand Prix, with analysis from Ian Parks, Samuel Coop, and Nick Golding focusing on Mercedes' potential major upgrades package and the threat posed by Max Verstappen.